Low start. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. Nothing gold can stay by Robert Frost! Exclamation warning. This gave these topics being visuals. Ever since I was young, it was just me and my mother. Me and my mother had lived a modest, yet outcasted life from general society. We were not naturally accepted, is what my mother had told me. She taught me another strange human custom known as a label when I was young. Humans had labels and names for everything, even things indescribable. And that these labels would determine how something was viewed and its way of life. And since the day I was born, I had been labeled the big bad wolf and nothing but. Since the day my mother was born, she had been the big bad wolf and nothing but. As were my grandparents, and their grandparents, and their grandparents. It was an endless cycle of hate simply because we had looked off from the average human, and this hate. Asterisk boom asterisk, is what took my mother, and created me, a shut-in living off of food scraps, whose only friends are dolls she's had, since she was 5, how miserable. What an utterly pathetic life. The way I've been living would surely put my mother, who had died for me to continue on living in their stead, to shame. But I can't help it. Humanity is terrifying. Even other animals frighten me sometimes. Every little thing had frightened me greatly. There's just no way I could go on living like this.
獣人の話なんだね。人間から迫害さ
I
れて
say
る。
that to myself every day, yet never, ever, ever change. I wake up, play with dolls, weep for hours, eat, go to sleep, and then repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. The only thing breaking me from this cycle was buying food regularly. Other than that, I had nothing but playing with dolls, weeping for hours, eating, then going to sleep. That is, until I met her. At the marketplace, while buying some bread, I saw a human girl dressed in the most beautiful dress I had ever seen. A red dress housed in bows with a white petticoat at the bottom, 2 frilly sleeves poking out of her hood, obscuring a bit of her face, 2 skinny legs poking out of her dress like a doll's, with pale, porcelain-esque skin to match. She smiled at me when she noticed I was staring. Her mother then ushered her away. I thought I'd never seen her again, but she was always somewhere around me. In the flower fields near my house, tweeting alongside birds and making a mess with their petals, in the shopping district, of course, and always running deep into the woods chasing butterflies. Unaware that I was chasing her. Nice blonde hair. Nice big red eyes. Her voice is akin to an angel's as she sings childish tunes and lullabies. She likes to draw and frequently does landscapes. She likes talking to herself. I like hearing every word. She wears a new dress each day. Today she's wearing a white summer dress. Her home is a bit farther away from the village. Closer to mine than expected. Her name is Scarlet Daze. And boy does she have me in a haze. Apparently, her mother was going out shopping for flowers, little MS. Hayes uses this as an excuse to escape and run wild in the woods. Finally, my chance has struck at last, to wear her perfect, pale, porcelain skin, to become the beautiful and adorable Scarlet Daze. Unfortunately, upon sneaking quietly into her house, I realized none of her dresses fit me. Claire, wow.
瓦吹きの屋根だ。
Claire, there has to be something.
わら
There's no
吹き、
way
わら
I
吹き
came
の
so far for no reason. I shuffled through every drawer I could find. Each dress was smaller than the last. Finally, I found a dress that was just right. A frilly light blue nightgown. It wasn't much like Scarlet's, but I was taking anything at that point. Claire, I can smell her. Scarlet Daze scent. Asterisk sniff asterisk ha. Scarlet, what are you doing here?
あ、バレた。
A shrill voice questioned behind me. A voice I knew all too well. Shit. I'm done for. Scarlet Daze's beautiful red eyes were finally on me. Me and only me. And what would be the impression left on these eyes, the gateway to her soul, be? Scarlet Daze's beautiful red eyes. Scarlet, are you some kind of perv, that I had been the hugest pervert in the world? I fell to my knees and wept. Claire, asterisk hic asterisk asterisk hic asterisk wah. I'm sorry. Claire, please forgive me. Claire, I can kill myself in repentance. I can give you all I have. I'll do anything you say. Please just don't get angry, Scarlet. I don't mind. She bends down and whispers something in my ears. Scarlet, I quite like. She quickly gets back up and stretches out her hand. Scarlet, But my mother doesn't, so you should leave. Claire, you, oh okay.
情
And
緒不
thus
安定す
began
ぎる
my
でしょ。
disturbingly abnormal relationship with Scarlet Daze in the most regrettable fashion a relationship could. The next day, I went back to the routine,
山
which
に帰っ
had been
た。
simply watching Scarlet Daze as she frolicked in a flower field all by herself. She had been indulging in her favorite pastime, which had been destroying flowers, crushing up daisies brutally with her petite and soft-looking hands. She picked up a daisy and in a rather childish manner plucked its petals while muttering something I couldn't hear much well. Until she of course, shouted out, "Scarlet, she is watching." She skipped up to the tree I had not so cleverly hid myself behind and smiled at me. She was missing a tooth. Odd, considering she didn't look much younger than I. Scarlet, hey MS. Wolf. Claire, hey. Scarlet, what you doing? Claire, you. The obvious answer was stalking her. Yet this oh so obvious answer would most likely lead to a bullet to the head. So, instead of answering, I cried, Claire, ooh, asterisk hic asterisk ooh.
クレア、
She giggled at the sight.
すぐ泣く
God,
ん。
what a fool I sure am making myself out to be. Scarlet, you sure do cry a lot, MS. Wolf. She pets my head. I feel my tail wagging a bit as she does. Scarlet, well, don't worry. I don't mind you watching. I've known for a while now that you have been. I felt like breaking out sobbing. I didn't, however. One could say her soft hand brushing through my hair and her gentle demeanor had soothed me a bit. After a little while, she and I lay in the flower bed. She pets me and reassures me I've done no wrong to her. Scarlet, I really do like the fact you're always staring, you know. It feels good. Really, it does, Scarlet. The idea of someone who isn't my mother trailing their eyes all over me, and with the intent of a wild animal ready to pounce and bite and tear away at my clothes gets me riled up. Claire, I don't want that though. Scarlet Daze stares at me dumbfounded. Scarlet, then what did you want, Claire? Why your dress? It was pretty and I wanted to wear it. Claire, in fact, you yourself had been quite beautiful so, I just wanted to be pretty like you, and since you're pretty I couldn't stop staring. Claire, I've always wanted to be a pretty girl like you. When I said that, I realized my voice was quite rough. Scarlet, well I think you already are.
人間の女の
Claire,
子に。
really? My voice sounded rather scratchy when I said that. Scarlet,
綺麗な
yup.
お洋服着
In
たかったんだ
fact,
ね。
I kinda wish my hair was as long as yours. It's
こ
kinda
の服も
short.
相当可愛いけどね。
I tug on my hair a bit. It's rather tangled, and when I grab it, more hair falls out. For Claire, it's kind of tangled and gross. I barely take care of it. After all, I think I should cut it off. Scarlet, well if you cut your hair, I'll cut up all my pretty dresses. Claire, WHY. Why would you ever do such a thing? Scarlet, because you love my dresses, and I love your hair. So, it makes us even. I feel flushed by this
論理
statement.
的。
Strangely enough, her words remind me of how when I was younger, I used to cry when my mother cut my hair. She asked why I did so, and I told her that I hated it when it was short, and that it didn't look like my hair, but a stranger's. My mother accepted my feelings, and never cut my hair again. I feel a bit silly thinking of it now. I'd be betraying many people if I cut it. Claire, then, I won't cut my hair. Scarlet, great. Scarlet Daze looked up at the sky. She noticed the sun had set a bit, and sighed a little. She then picked herself up, and skipped a small distance before turning back to face me. Scarlet, I gotta go home now. My mother would kill me if I was out too late with a friend. Scarlet, oh, and by the way, that dress isn't mine. It's my mother's. You should keep it. It's Scarlet. It's a very lovely dress. It's a shame someone as ugly as her was always wearing it. Scarlet, well, see ya. Wait, what's your name? I can't just keep calling you MS. Wolf. Claire. See Claire. Claire Clawthorne. Scarlet. Oh tilde pretty name tilde my name's Scarlet by the way, Scarlet Daze. But you probably already knew that. Hee. I felt like I could die of embarrassment at any second now. Scarlet. Well then, see ya Claire. Claire. See ya.
赤ずきんちゃんみたいな話になるのかと思ったけど違うみたいだね。
I felt a bit dizzy too. I grab a little bit of bread and sliced salami and create the world's saddest sandwich. I faintly hear my mother's voice complaining that I should eat more meat and grander meals so I can grow properly. I feel sick in the head. I put my sandwich down and sighed. I'm not hungry today either. Sorry mom. Scarlet. Boo. Claire. Eep. Scarlet. God. You're such a wuss. You really got
あ
scared by
通
that.
勤かぶっとる。
Claire, you well. She gently pats my head. Scarlet, don't worry Tilda, it's cute how much of a scaredy cat you are despite being a wolf till I feel my face burning again. God, I always felt so embarrassed by her. Scarlet, we yell Tilda what you doing?
これ読み方が面白い。
I look down at my sandwich. It's still the most pathetic thing you'll ever see. Claire, eating. Scarlet, what you eating? I look back down at the sandwich again. I sigh a bit. Claire, sandwich. Scarlet, is that it? She points at my sandwich. It's completely flat with salami poking out of each
いいじゃ
corner.
んね。十分だ
Scarlet,
よ。
that's kind of sad. Claire, I know. Scarlet, wanna eat mine instead? Claire, you Before I could even respond, my stomach growled, revealing its true intent to her almost instantly. Scarlet, hee. Well, it looks like I have to share now. My face is burning. Claire, I guess. That's all you can really say to that, isn't it? She took out her basket, laid a blanket down, then put as much food onto the slightly smaller than big felt blanket as she could. Every single morsel looked more delicious than the last. I felt my stomach churning. Scarlet, alright. I'm done. Time to dig Roman 3. I scarfed down as much as I could fit in my mouth. I realized then that I may have been hungrier than I initially thought. Oddly enough, my last memory of a good meal was when my mother was alive. We had this huge steak that I tore into like an animal. My mother laughed while telling me to be careful not to choke. When I coughed a bit, she immediately rushed to my side and scolded me a bit for not heeding her warning. What a solemn memory to look back on. Scarlet, wow. Looks like someone was hungry Tilda. I looked back at her with my cheeks stuffed with cherry pie. Scarlet, well I'm glad you like it. It'd be a shame for my cooking to go to waste. For a split second, I wondered if her food had been a gift for me. I feel warm inside. I haven't had someone cook a meal for me since my mother was alive, and someone as cute as her going out of her way for me. I feel like I'm in heaven. She looks up at the sky again and sighs. Scarlet, well, gotta go. Mother wants to play today, so I can't miss it. Scarlet, even if I'd rather stay, I can't miss. I just can't miss it no matter what. Scarlet, so, see ya. Play games with mother. Aren't you a bit too old for that? I wanted to say that, but she left without a trace as soon as I thought to.
怪しいのか。
I sit and stare at Scarlet Daze. I contemplate talking to her for a bit, until she herself starts the conversation, per usual. Scarlet, why are you always just staring at me? Why don't you come and talk to me? I don't bite. We're friends after all. Claire, ARWL, I stare at her face. She's puffing up her cheeks like a child. I think back to my own childhood, for some strange reason, and recall kids always running from me, only ever getting this close to push me and run.
何歳ぐらいなんだ
For
ろ
the
うね、
most
二人と
part,
も。
kids just threw garbage at me and called me mean names and spread rumors that I had rabies or that I ate human meat, which for the record, I never have, nor have I ever considered. Either way, I found myself staring at them often, wishing to join in on their play. They thought I was getting ready to attack them. But all I wanted was to play. Looking back on it, that must have become a habit, a bad one too, for this case specifically. Absent-mindedly, I must have told her this, since she had a solemn look on her face when I snapped away from my memory. Scarlet, well, I don't think you're scary, you're nice. Really, really nice, Scarlet. And, really pretty too. She bends down and brushes through my hair. I feel warm at her touch. Scarlet, you've got beautiful eyes, yellow eyes that resemble daffodils. Scarlet, and nice misty looking hair, despite it being kinda tangled, and having a couple of dead ends it still flutters wistfully in the wind, giving you a mysteriously beautiful kind of air from afar. She chuckles to herself. It's a soft, sweet one. Scarlet, even if your personality doesn't quite match your looks. Scarlet, on that hair are nice little ears that perk up when you get shocked, and a cute tail that wags whenever I pet you like this. Scarlet, your face is like a model's, with skin a nice dark brown that glows a bit under the sun's light, yet you're always hiding in the shadows. Scarlet, such a cute girl shouldn't be hiding in the dark all the time, it's such a waste of her beauty. My heart is thumping like crazy. Claire, really? Why you think I'm that pretty? My voice sounds gruff. So unlike a girl's, and much more like a beast's. Scarlet, yep. Why, you're just the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Claire, Thank you. No one's ever said that before.
心温まるね。
Scarlet. Well, people should. She skips away for a bit, does her usual turnaround, and smiles back at me. Scarlet. So stop hiding in the shadows. You're wasting a good face. I keep these words of hers in my heart. Yet the next day, as if having completely forgotten everything, I went back to my usual hooded attire while walking through the marketplace, hiding every single part of my body and face to avoid unnecessary attention. Hey, Claire. I hear a familiar voice behind me. Didn't I say you should show off more? Come on, take that off. She pulls off my hood. My big white ears perk up. Everyone's staring at me. Everyone's talking about me.
怖い怖い。
Their voices blend and blur, all so distinct yet all so similar. The big bad wolf is here. We should shoot her down. I remembered something, staring into the fear in their eyes.
あれなんだね。閉鎖的なんだな、村は。十字に対して。
The sounds of the day my mother died. After leaving the marketplace, just as I was about to, a huntsman began following
まあ、
her.
あるいはこのね、主人公の自意識が過剰になっ
At
て
the
ただけ
time I
か
had
も
not
しれないけ
seen
どね。
him, but my mother had, and she urged me to keep moving forward. Pushing me to go faster, 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 until, boom asterisk, my past, my mother, Claire, run, my past, mommy, my mother, Claire mommy will be okay please just, asterisk
母
boom
親殺され
asterisk,
てるからね。
my past, my mother, Claire, go, now, without a second thought, I ran as fast as I could. Tripping constantly over my tail tucked between my legs, that's when I got a glimpse of it.
尻尾巻いて逃げる。
Of something behind me, a human.
ヒューマン。
I spent the rest of the day cowering in our home, waiting for her to come back. The next day, I went looking for her. In the place we last spoke, nothing remained but a putrid muddy brown stain on the pavement. It was clear to me my mother had died at that moment. And in this one, it was clear that I'd be next. But, even if it's haphazardly, ineptly, disgracefully, I still want to live. Please, please don't kill me. Please, 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 Claire. A shadowy figure stood in the entrance of my cave. I can hear the clicking. I can hear the booming. I crawl further in. God, please, no, don't kill me. Claire, don't kill me. It crawls in closer. It reaches out its heinous claws, ready to devour me at any second. Wolf meat might taste good, eh? There's lots you could do with a wolf's fur, eh? Your coat is so shiny and soft. I wonder if there's some sort of cloth with this material. I stopped washing my fur. I don't even wash myself. I don't want to seem appealing in the slightest, because monsters like you will find me, kill me, and sell my carcass.
ああ、狩られる側なんだな。
Mother is probably on your fur boots. Mother is probably on the top of your head. Mother is hanging from the walls of your living room. Mother has long since been decomposed and execrated by you.
剥製にされ
You
ちゃうんだ
flushed
ね。
my mother down the toilet. You wear her every day. You see her every day. She has melted into a part of you. But I'll never see her again. I'll never see her or feel her gentle embrace. But her arms will always wrap around you. Those undeserving, blood-covered hands of yours will always gently graze hers. How cruel. How cruel. How cruel. I don't want that. I don't want that. Please. Please. God, please. If I am sent back to Mother, I want it to be by my own hands. Please don't do this. Please, Claire. I open my eyes. Scarlet Haze is staring down at me, with the gentlest eyes I had ever seen. She bends down and gently places a hand atop my head. She brushes through my hair and wipes my tears. Scarlet, see, it's okay. I won't hurt you. So please, please don't cry. You're quite beautiful. It hurts seeing tears roll down your face. I feel a strange warmth in my heart hearing her words. I push myself forward, wrap my arms around her, and she wraps hers back. I
でも
close
と
my
いえば
eyes.
さ、赤ずきんのせいで人間に見つ
Her
かっ
warmth resembles my mother's.
た気にしないんだ
I
ね。でも
remember my mother holding me on dark, gloomy nights. Thunder booming in the sky. I had always hated loud noises. She wiped my tears, brushed through my hair, and sang a gentle song about how even in the dark, she'd always be there. And sure enough, even when I went to sleep, I'd wake up with her beside me. My mother never broke a promise, and her arms would still be wrapped around me. She'd still be holding on tight. She snored like a beast, and she drooled quite a lot, but there was nothing more comfortable than sleeping in her arms. It feels nice to be comforted. It feels nice to be loved. I thought.
よかっ
What a
たね。
wonderful, wonderful feeling it is to be loved. The many days after that, Scarlet never forced me to go outside or to show myself off. She decided that it'd be better if I decided to do so on my own. She brought many things for us, in the meantime, to play with and to eat. Namely, her mother's dresses. She'd often make me try them on to keep my confidence going even if I couldn't find enough confidence to step outside of my own home. She was a strangely kind girl. Today, I indulged her in my hobby, playing with dolls and talking to them as if they were people. Scarlet. Tilda, how strange till Scarlet was still a bit of a tease despite everything. She was Scarlet Hayes after all. Scarlet. They are just dolls, yet you treat all of them like they're alive. Scarlet. They can't breathe or talk, probably can see you through their big beady eyes, but that's just about it. Scarlet. Yet, with how much you care for them, and how you talk about them, one could mistake these dolls for your own children. Claire. Is that bad, Scarlet? Nope. Not at all. It means you'd probably make a great mother. Claire. I think of my own mother for a bit. I'd love it if I could give someone else that sort of happiness. Claire. Kinda like that, Scarlet. Does this mean Claire wants kids? You better not wed a man to have them then. I want Claire's kids. Claire! Exclamation. Claire, well, I can't have kids with a man anyway, so. Why did I say that? Scarlet, really? Yeah, then we should have kids. Lots of them. Claire, her. Scarlet, I want to move out 20. Claire, 2-20. That'll kill you. Scarlet, tilde, if you say so, I won't make Claire take care of so many I'll alone tilde maybe just 2 then. Claire, oh okay. We mindlessly chatted the day away about our domestic life with our imaginary family. By the night, Scarlet stares out the window solemnly. She's been going home later, and appears to be more and more reluctant to do so. There is an indescribably painful kind of sadness in her eyes. Scarlet, I have to go. Take care of our kids for me, okay? Her voice shakes when she tells me this, as if she's on the verge of tears. Yet her smile only barely covers it up. Her smile seems to act somewhat like a dam, and her voice is the crack screeching set dam. There's something else she wants to tell me, something that barely peeks through via her tone of voice, but they were only tiny drops. I could never see the flood coming. Scarlet brings some food for me again. We chow down and chat away about pointless things like spring's arrival and her small garden at her home. She had many beautiful flowers. White lilies, baby breaths, daisies, snowdrops and lily bells. She had a thing for white flowers, she said. She admired how pure they were by nature, and she enjoyed preserving that purity quite a bit. I, in all honesty, was taken aback by her having her own garden, since she always played in the flower field far off from the village. And not only that, she had quite the destructive hobby of destroying these flowers. I decided to ask her about it. She let out a soft laugh before answering. Scarlet, well, I like being around pure white flowers at home because I want to hold on to the semblance of something pure when I'm at home, since every corner is filled with a gnarly dark filth. Scarlet, a putrid stench that wafts in that I can't get rid of unless it's drowned out by the strong scent of the pretty petite white lilies. Scarlet, but, away from home, she chuckles again. Scarlet, it's stupid really. I just like the idea of crushing something else pure for once instead of being crushed myself. Claire.
この人も大概だな。
Claire, maybe you should tell your mother to clean up. My mother used to clean the house quite often so. Scarlet, but my mother is why it stinks. We both stay silent for a bit, neither wanting to continue on the conversation, nor address it. We both succumbed to the awkward silence occasionally interrupted by birdsong from the outside. Scarlet changes the topic, and we resume on as normal. Scarlet leaves for home with a daunted gaze, once more. I wonder if it's because her house smells so awful. Oh, what a foolish thought process. She surely couldn't have meant such literally, but I didn't want to think much about what she could have truly meant. The truth could be beyond soul-crushing, after all. Scarlet brings me dresses today. She tells me to keep them all, despite the fact they're all her mother's. I worry a bit for her poor mother at the moment. She will have no dresses once I am through with all of them. Claire, are you sure I can keep this? What about your mother? Won't she be upset when she has no more dresses? Scarlet, it's fine. I want her to get upset. Claire, why? Scarlet, because I hate her. and if she hates me as much as I hate her, she'll just kick me out of the house.
ああ、仲が悪かったんだ。
Claire, why would you want that? Scarlet, then we could live together. Claire, are you sure it's just that? Scarlet, it is. Claire, Scarlet, are you sure something else isn't happening? I gently brush my hand against her cheek the same way she had done mine. Claire, if something's wrong, if you're feeling horrible or hurt, I want to hear about it. She gently brushes my hand away, her gaze adverts my own. Scarlet, I'm fine. Claire, Claire, Scarlet, please just, Scarlet, God, Claire, just shut up.
泣いちゃった。ピーナッツの絵みたいで、
Scarlet,
かわいい、ね。
I don't want to talk about this. I don't even want to think about this. Please, please leave me alone. My ears perk downward. I feel a bit helpless hearing her yell at me. Still, I reach out my hand. Claire, Scarlet, she slaps it away. Scarlet, I said I don't want to talk about it. Scarlet, God, why doesn't anyone stop when I say enough is enough? Scarlet, please just leave me alone. Scarlet runs off into the distance, tears pouring down her face. The dam has finally broken. My feet could barely brush up against the pooling waters of her emotions. The next day, Scarlet walks back into my cave with a large handful of dresses. She throws them violently at me. Scarlet, keep them. Keep them all. I'm killing my mother. Please keep them. Claire, what? Scarlet, they are beautiful. They are wonderful dresses. I don't want her to wear them. You should wear them. You're pretty. Claire, SC Scarlet. Scarlet, I'll bring you the one she died in and clean it up once I'm done. Claire, Scarlet, calm down. Scarlet, don't you dare tell me to calm down. Scarlet, I just need her gone. I just need her gone. Claire, Scarlet please. I walk closer to her. She lets out a tiny squeak. Scarlet, stay back. She whips out a knife. I crawl backwards. Scarlet, Claire, Claire stay back. Scarlet, please don't try to stop me. I know what I'm doing and I know I have to do it. Scarlet, it's the only way. It's the only way. Scarlet, please don't get in my way. Claire, please don't make me hurt you. She had been the one with the knife, yet the horrid look on her face gave me the impression that she was more frightened than I. Of course, I was terrified as well. No matter what happened, I had always wanted to live, but Scarlet Hayes didn't want to kill. Not me, not her mother. She was just scared. I tried reasoning with her. She threatens me again. I tried again. She puts the knife to my throat. My heart stops. Scarlet, I don't want to hurt you, Claire. I don't want to. Scarlet, please, please don't make me hurt you. Her hands are shaking. She drops the knife. Scarlet, oh, I can't do it. I can't do this. Scarlet, I don't want to. I don't want to. Scarlet, I just can't do it. Despite my own fear, I reach out and give her a hug. She curls up in my arms and cries into my left breast. We both shake and quiver in fear until we finally go to sleep. In the morning, Scarlet Hayes is gone with the wind. The only thing left behind is a letter stating the following. I'm sorry, Claire. And nothing but those 3 words. For a few days, me and Scarlet haven't seen each other. I've tried desperately to search for her, yet the only place I could think of besides our usual meet-up spots is her home, and I dare not break in a second time. So, I've grown quite used to loneliness again. Sure, memories of her company had slithered into the cracks of my mind and sprouted horribly miserable dandelions, yet their petals soon flew away when I shook my head. It was never meant to be, and no matter how desperately I wished for a different outcome, it wouldn't change a thing, is what I thought. Till Scarlet Hayes skipped right back into my life and my heart. She peered through the opening of my cave, saw me laying helplessly on the floor in my pajamas, and rushed up to me. She grabbed my face gently. When I looked up at her, there were tears in her eyes, yet a genuine smile on her face. Scarlet, oh Claire, oh God, I'm sorry. God, everything was so much, but now I get it. Scarlet, I love you, Claire. I love you more than anything.
感情の浮き沈みが逆に怖い。
She leans in closer. Her knee nudges my crotch as she plants a peck on my lips. I'd never felt so warm before. Scarlet, oh, Claire, please tell me you love me too. I felt my mind dizzying and muddying. Is this actually happening? Claire, I do. I always have. Claire, when you left I felt cold, but now I feel warm again. Claire, oh dear, what a childish way to put that. I am no good with words. I'm sorry. Claire, I wish I could have given you a better response to your love confession. Scarlet, oh Claire, I don't care. I don't care at all. Just shut up and take me already. She kisses me again, this time, her tongue slides into my mouth. An unfamiliar warmth takes over me. Her tiny fingers trail up and down my body, she tugs on my heartstrings, causing me to howl in response. She whimpers softly into my ears, her tiny squeals sounding a bit like birdsong. Strangely enough, this is a bad comparison most likely, but that's what it sounded like to me. She sings my name, I howl hers. Our voices jumble together and create an orchestra performing the song of our love, and even after it's all said and done, it still sings within my heart. In the night, we hold onto each other, completely nude.
Nude.
I brush gently through her hair, she stares at me with solemn eyes, as if some sort of bitter regret lingered on her taste buds. Claire, Scarlet, is everything okay? Claire, did you not like it? Scarlet, no, I did. And that's why I feel bad. Scarlet, I feel like my mother. Claire, what a strange comparison. Why's that, Scarlet? Because I did that whole love confession thing just to distract myself from everything that's been going on. Scarlet, none of what I said truly came from the heart. I just wanted to feel something. I'm using you just like she uses me. Scarlet, Claire, you've been a distraction and nothing but since the beginning. An escape from whatever happens at home. Scarlet, that's why I hated when you brought up reality that day. When you tried to ask me what was wrong. I lashed out because I went to you to forget about every little thing that was wrong. Scarlet, with me, with my home, with my mom. Scarlet, Claire, you are my drug. And every day I crave more and more of you. Sometimes it feels like I've gone mad. Scarlet, I loved how innocent you were, like a little white lily. I loved how stupid you were, how childish you were too. Scarlet, I loved your hobbies of doll collecting. I loved your teary eyes and inability to hold a conversation without turning beet red. Scarlet, I loved your childish stalking habits based on not perversion, but a desire to be a pretty girl. I loved it all. Scarlet, that innocence in itself is what I was addicted to. I loved you because you were an idiot, a child. Scarlet, and I took that innocence just now with a smile. Just like my mother did to me. For the exact same reason. With the exact same addiction fueling it.
つまり自分より下の人間をコントロールして、それに快楽を感じてたっていうわけなのかな。
Claire, what are you talking about? Scarlet, I had sex with you to distract myself from my mother's constant suicide threats and beatings this week after I had that fight with you.
母親は自殺するっつって、周りを脅かしてたんだ。そういうことが前々からあったんだね。
Scarlet, just like how she had sex with me to distract from my father's death. Claire, she did, what? Scarlet, I know, I'm awful for saying I hate her when I do the same things boo. Claire, Scarlet, you are not the problem here. Why would your mother? Before I can finish, she buries herself in my bare chest and sobs like a maniac.
父親殺してるんだ。お母さん。
Scarlet, I'm sorry, Claire, it did feel good, you felt good. Scarlet, I've never liked sex more in my life. I want to do it again and again and again.
こんな悲しいセックスがあるんですか。
Scarlet, but we can't. We shouldn't. I shouldn't dirty you like this. She pushes herself away. She stares at me for a bit, then looks away. Scarlet, I'm sorry. I should go, shouldn't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I crawl up to her and hold her hand. It's as soft as it was on my chest. Claire, it's okay. I won't lie and say I understand, but I know this isn't your fault. Claire, you're a really sweet and considerate girl, Scarlet. Way more than you're giving yourself credit for. Claire, if you were just using me, you wouldn't have comforted me when I had that fright at the marketplace. Claire, you wouldn't have offered me food because you noticed I was hungry. Claire, you wouldn't have tried to up my confidence with all that flattery, or hell, even apologize now. You wouldn't have done any of that. Claire, so I think you're a very good person. Scarlet, how naive. I feel horrible for loving that. Claire, please don't. You're not gross for loving me. Scarlet, hee. Gosh Claire, you're such an idiot. Scarlet, I love that in you. Scarlet, I've always loved how stupid you are. Scarlet, the living embodiment of a Daze's purity. If only I could embody that the way you do. Scarlet, such childish purity. It truly drives me crazy how envious I am of it. Scarlet, I admire that in you. Maybe I want to be a bit like you too. We went to bed shortly after this. The next morning, Scarlet leaves.
またいなくなっちゃった。
The morning right after, Scarlet comes back. The sight of her face is disturbing. It was covered in the gnarliest purples and blues, mixed with putrid greens and bloody reds. Her eyes were downcast and her nose was still dripping fresh with blood. She had nothing on but the white summer dress she usually wore to go frolicking in the fields. No shoes, no socks, nothing but that dress. She limps towards me and plops herself in my cot, then rests in my arms. Scarlet, I get it now. True love can only be achieved with you. Scarlet, my journey's over. I don't need her anymore. Scarlet, you're the only woman I could love, Claire. I don't need anyone else but you. Scarlet, I'm never going back to Mother. I want to stay here forever with you and only you. My mother and I had been in a romantic and sexual relationship for a while now, ever since my father died in middle school.
ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと整理させてくれ。私の母親と私は、恋愛的な肉体関係を持っていた。父親が中学校の時に死ぬまでは。死んでからね。父親が中学校の時に死んでから、母親と肉体関係が始まったってこと。
My mother had grown ill in the head afterwards, and I unfortunately inherited every single one of his features besides his penis. My mother grew obsessed with me and had eventually come to the conclusion that if her beloved husband was dead, she could at least make her daughter her beloved wife. My mother had been very overprotective since then. She got upset when I played with my friends for too long, calling adultery, and often would beat me over petty things like that. So, in response, I tried to rebel. I tried finding true love far away from her menacing gaze. Like a story where the princess is saved from the wicked witch of the tower by a prince, who would then break the curse of my dull and bitter heart. I often ended up dating boys in my class, and had sex with a few. But it was clear to me they were just like my mother, out for my body. I felt a bit weary at this fact, and even so, every kiss and touch felt so deplorable I felt like I could die. And when I got home, my mother claimed adultery, and rightfully so, and beat me before having sex with me the next day. It was torture.
Oh.
No matter what, I could never grasp the childish fairy tale love that was always preached to me in storybooks. But Scarlet, you changed that, Claire. Scarlet, you were the first person to ever truly love me, Scarlet. To ever be strong enough to show vulnerable parts of yourself to me besides your body, Scarlet. The first to listen, the first to want to do anything but sex, Scarlet. The first to look at my body and think her dress is cute instead of all the different kinds of positions you could put me in. The taste of my body, my tongue in your mouth, Scarlet. I teased you and called you a pervert, but the real pervert here was me all along, Scarlet. I started all of this just to have sex, but when I came to, I realized I fell for you, Claire. Claire, what a miserable way to live, Scarlet. As if you've lived any better, Scarlet. You've been a shut-in since 13. Claire, I'd say that's a whole lot better, Scarlet. How strange. So, what's for dinner? Claire, aren't you the one who cooks, Scarlet? Oh, you're right. I think I'll make some meatloaf tonight. Is that alright, Claire? If she were here, my mother would tell me I should eat my meat. Scarlet, how cute. Okay, I'll prep the oven then. The two of us have been living together for a little while now. We've had a decently normal life without too much trouble. We take care of one another pretty well. Scarlet helps with my hygiene and my presentability, while I help Scarlet with housework and errands. It's not much interesting, but to me it's heaven. Though, recently, Scarlet has been a bit frantic. She's grown homesick, and seems to have gone mad with worry for her mother. When we go out into the village to get food for the week, she seems desperate to run back home. In the middle of the night, she has these horrible night terrors and tries to go back home.
やっぱりそれでも家がいいんだ。
It seems like every little thing reminds her of her mother nowadays, and every little thing reminds her she has to go home. I try my best to calm her down and keep her by my side. I make sure she never leaves my sight, no matter where we are or where we are going, just to keep her from running back. Tonight was the exact same. Claire, Scarlet, please calm down. Scarlet, I have to go back. I have to go back.
スカーレット
Scarlet, mother only has me, without me she'll die.
スカーレット。ちょっとさ、あれが必要だよね。サイコセラピーが。
Scarlet, she needs me Claire. I need to go back. Scarlet, I don't want her to. Claire, didn't you say you hated her? Scarlet, Claire, no one actually hates their mother and actually wants them dead. Let me go.
おー。憎む気持ちもあるけど、なんかやっぱ家族として一緒にいたいっていう気持ちもあるんだな。見限れないんだね。
Claire, I can't let you do that. Scarlet, oh God, Claire, you don't let me do anything.
よく虐待されてる人っていうのはそういう感情になるみたいですよね。家族の間で虐待されてる人はこれもなんか愛情の一種なんだって思っちゃう場合もあるんだよな。よく聞くけどね。
Claire, I am just trying to protect you. Scarlet, oh shut up with that. Scarlet, you say you want to protect me from her, but sometimes it feels like you're becoming her. Claire, I'm sorry. Claire, I am so sorry. God, I don't have the right to cry right now. I really do want to help you, Scarlet. I do, but you're such a nutcase. But you deserve freedom, free will, but you'll end up destroying yourself. I should support you no matter what you do, but what if that thing is hurting you? Is my love hurting you too? I can't let you go. Please don't hate me. I want to help you. I love you. I'm sorry. Thoughts swarm endlessly within my head. I feel so sick I keel over. Yet instead of vomiting, I just cry. I cry, and cry, and cry. I sob like a baby, slobbering and spitting all over myself. What a useless protector I am. She notices this, and hugs me. I can't see the look on her face when she does. I can feel her shaking though. Scarlet, oh Claire, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Scarlet, I shouldn't take this out on you, I am sorry.
死んだ方がいいんじゃないのか、スカーレット。
Scarlet, I know you want to
生
help.
きてても
I
辛い
know
だ
you
け
do,
だろ。
Scarlet, it's just, God, I don't know what it is. This all just feels so suffocating. Scarlet, it just all feels too normal, too comforting, too happy. And it's so different from the love everyone gave me that it doesn't feel like love at all. Scarlet, I know this is what I always wanted, but I still feel miserable. I'm always miserable and always chasing misery no matter what. Scarlet, I wanted freedom, I wanted true love, but now that I have it, all I want is my mom again. God, I'm such a fool. I'm so stupid. Scarlet, I want her to hold me, and touch me, and violate me. I want to have sex with her again even though I hate the feeling more than anything.
そうです
Scarlet,
か。
that's all it is, I'm a pervert, Claire. A gross pervert in love with her mother. Scarlet, and now I'm hurting you because I can't feel love for anyone but her. Scarlet, God, Claire, I'm sorry. We cry ourselves silly to sleep. By the very crack of dawn, Scarlet Haze is gone with the wind.
あ
Claire,
あ、行っちゃっ
Scarlet,
たんだ。
Claire, Scarlet,
行ったり戻ったり。
Claire, Scarlet. I desperately search every corner of my cave though. There aren't many places one can hide in such a tight space. The only place she could have gone to is her mother's. Oh God. I ran out of my cave. I make my way through the flower field. A sunrise here would be quite the beautiful sight, I'm sure of it, but my panicked and horribly ill-ridden brain cared not about the nice shimmering red reflecting on the pretty white petals of the countless peonies and lilies and daisies. Because Scarlet Haze was the most important thing to me, and nothing, and I mean nothing could get in the way of my love for her. Not this sight, not these flowers, not even my fear of humans and, hell, not even my fear of death. Scarlet Haze is the only thing on my mind. Scarlet Haze is the only woman I love and could ever love. I want to cry with her. I want to laugh with her. I want to live and die with her. I'll do anything to be by your side, Scarlet. At the very end of the garden, stands a young girl with messy blonde hair, bruises on her cheeks, and cuts and scuffs all over her body. Most notably, she was covered in blood. Claire, SC Scarlet. Scarlet,
あ
Claire.
あ、やっちまったのか。
She runs up to me. She wraps around me and cries helplessly like a child in my arms. We walk home together. I clean her up, bandage whatever cuts she may have, and we lay together in our cot. Scarlet, you do know I killed her, right? Scarlet, that I killed my mother? Claire, I don't care that you did. Scarlet, you should care. I killed my own mother. Claire, I really don't.
母親殺したのね。
Scarlet, it was brutal the way I killed her too. Stabbed her about 20 or 40 times in the chest like a maniac. Claire, I really couldn't care less. Scarlet, you really should. I killed her. Claire, well, I don't. Scarlet, you should. I'm a monster. Scarlet, I killed my own mother like in a horror movie. Scarlet, she died the worst death ever and she died by her daughter's hands. Claire, it's not your fault. Scarlet, the knife was in my hands. Claire, Scarlet, I kept the knife I threatened you with and killed my mother. Claire, it's still not
この
your
前持っ
fault.
てたナイフね。
Scarlet, she should have killed me instead like she wanted. Scarlet, that bottle should have hit my head and cracked my skull open. Claire, it's not your fault. Scarlet, Scarlet, God stop with the pity party and just agree with me. Claire, Scarlet, just call me the monster I am. Claire, you're not a monster. Scarlet, I killed my mother in cold blood. Claire, Claire, you didn't have a choice, did you? Scarlet, I wish I did. I hold on to her tight. She squeezes back tighter. She wails like a child in my arms, wailing about her mother and what she did, how badly she misses her, how badly she wants to undo everything, how she wishes she obeyed, how all of this is her fault, how horrid she is, how evil she is, begging for chastisement. She had not acknowledged her own wounds, only her mother's. Just like a child will always only learn it's their fault if they are hit. A child cannot rationalize right from wrong properly, nor can they rationalize their own emotions, so they don't learn it's wrong, they don't learn morale or anything of the sorts. They only learn that you are upset, and that it is their fault you are upset. This is what my mother told me after I asked her about why she never chastised me in the same manner as my teachers. She told me this to explain why she never will. Scarlet Daze, you do not deserve punishment. You do not deserve to be yelled at or deemed a monster. You are only a child.
実際、さ、親に侵されて、で、その親を殺した場合ってどういう罪に問われるん
Maybe
で
not
すか
the
ね。
pure of heart innocence you
実際の判
consider a
決では。
child, but a child nonetheless.
正当防衛ってことになるのかな。児童虐待だしね。中学校の時からだって、虐待されてたわけ
A
でしょ。
hurt, afraid, and beyond terrified child.
昔日本でもさ、父親に無理やり侵されて子供ができちゃった子がその父親を殺したって件があったけど、その時は確か罪
Despite
に問
being
われ
her
なかった
murderer
はず
and
だよ
despite
な。
forgiving the sin of her murder, Scarlet and I still attended her mother's funeral. Rouge Daze, her mother, is described by the priest as a wonderful woman gone too soon. What lies, I think to myself. I dare not say it, though.
まあ法律がどういう法律か
Her
による
mother's
けど
death was
ね。
easily framed as a suicide. She was well known in the community for her depravity, it seems.
まあ罪に問われないからそれがいいことなのかどうかっていうのはまた別だけどね。
Scarlet knew this, so she left the knife in her mother's hands when she left. Scarlet cried
本
louder
人が
than
どう思う
anyone
か
else
だ
at
から
that
な。
funeral. Strange sight considering she dubbed herself as a cold-blooded killer. Most murderers don't feel a thing for their victims. Scarlet Daze may have well been the only person
これで
who
村の
cared
人
for
か
her
らさ追
mother.
われるようになっちゃうんじゃないの？
It's okay, I told her this to calm her down. Not a single tear falls
こ
from
の
my eyes.
従人の人が代わりに罪を被るのかな、もしかして。
We moved in together afterwards.
だよね。
Scarlet Daze becomes a husk of her former self.
でもこれでようやく蹴りがついた
She
んじゃないか。
doesn't want to eat or cook. She can't go to sleep without some horrible night terrors
Mada.
recalling the events of her mother's death, and she refuses to leave, and refuses to let me leave either.
ああ、だいぶ精神的ダメージが大きいんだ。
Scarlet Daze, once vibrant red color, now faded completely into a far more muted maroon. She was in no way the Scarlet Daze I fell in love with, yet I stayed by her side, because even this muted and muddy Scarlet was still Scarlet. Even if she was far different from when I fell for her, she was still Scarlet, and I loved every part of her. The gritty, the disgusting, the perverse, malicious, lonely, hideous, clingy, and violent parts of her, even if not as overtly divine as the cute, sweet, childish and funny, were still as dazzling as ever in my eyes. After a month or so, Scarlet asks me about her mother and her fate. Scarlet, Claire, MHM, Scarlet, do you think that my mother would have just killed herself eventually? Claire, why do you say that, Scarlet? Because she was trying to kill both me and herself when I ended up killing her.
ああ、そうだね。もともと母親は自殺願望があったん
I
だよ
felt
ね。
sick to my stomach. Scarlet, She was pushed over the brink of madness because I ran away, so, when she saw me again, she'd rather I lost my life than lose me to someone else, Scarlet. And she rather we died together than committing suicide by herself, Scarlet. So, do you think she was just meant to die, Claire? In all honesty, I was taken aback by her mother's cruelty and the concept that a mother could do something so selfish and horrific to their own daughter. And that Scarlet was made to carry the guilt for a simple means of self-defense, and I was also appalled by the cruelty in my own answer. Claire, why yes, I believe so. Claire, I don't think there was any saving that woman. The only regrettable thing about her death was that she died in front of you, Scarlet. That's cruel. I know. Nobody should ever hear someone say their mother deserved to die. I know they shouldn't. I'm sure many people would think the same about my own mother. But I truly couldn't think of any other way to put it. Claire, I'm sorry for being so cruel, Scarlet. It's not you that's cruel, it's fate, Scarlet. I wish she didn't want to die, and that I didn't kill her, and that father didn't die so she would have stayed sane, Scarlet. I wish I was a better daughter. I wish I loved my mother in life. Scarlet, Scarlet, I just want to tell her I'm sorry. Scarlet, I'm sorry, Mommy, I'm sorry. She curls up into my chest once more and cries herself silly. Afterwards, her eyes are red and puffy and her cheeks are flushed with a hotter than usual rosy pink. Her eyes are closed, she's asleep. I hope you can forgive yourself, Scarlet Haze. I think something like that before drifting off to sleep myself. Sunrise. The exact sunrise we saw when Scarlet's mother died glimmered through the cracks of our humble abode. Scarlet. Claire. Claire. Yes, Scarlet. I want to cook something tonight. We should go to the marketplace. I felt a bit shocked hearing this. I softly smile at her. It's nice knowing she's trying to get back up on her feet. Claire. Yeah, let's go. I put my hood on and we marched on out to the village. We grabbed some meat, vegetables, and spices and head back home.
大丈夫か？街行って。
On our way, we make our way through the flower field and stop amidst a section filled with forget-me-nots.
てかお金はどうしてんだろうね。
Scarlet, these were my mother's favorite flowers. Dad got them for her when he proposed. Scarlet, he wanted to make sure my mother knew she was loved. That she'd always be in his heart. That he'd never forget her for as long as he lived. Scarlet, there was always a bouquet of forget-me-nots in a vase somewhere in our house till my father died. Scarlet, can I take these to her? I was a bit appalled by her overwhelming empathy for her mother. Yet I thought back to how it felt losing my own and simply came to the conclusion that mothers, no matter how cruel, will always be a part of their children, and that this part cannot be so easily replaced once it is removed. There will always be something missing, and it will always leave a child to roam the earth now a husk of their former selves, even if it's a good thing it was removed. Claire, sure. I support your decision, and from now on, I'll try harder to support and understand the fact you truly did love your mother enough to miss her so helplessly. We went to her grave, dropped the forget-me-nots off, and Scarlet fell to her knees sobbing once more. After this, we finally made it home. Scarlet and I eat up a simple stew. Scarlet, do you like the stew? Claire, it's really nice. I'm not a descriptive person, so I can't describe it. But your cooking is really good.
今日シチューにしようと思ったんだ。
Scarlet, I see. Thank you, Scarlet. Scarlet, she really is gone, isn't she? Claire. Claire, MHM, Scarlet, what now? Claire, I'm not sure. That's for you to decide, isn't it, Scarlet? Giving me the decision, that's new. No one's ever done that one before. Scarlet, can we watch the sunset in the flower field? I always wondered what it looked like when I wasn't rushing out. Claire. Sure, I respond with a wide grin, yet a soft one. My tail wags ever so slightly. We walk together into the field and plop ourselves smack in the middle of a bushel of baby breaths. The sun's dimming light reflects onto them ever so slightly, turning their usual white and misty appearance a bit red. We stare in silence as the sun drifts off into slumber, and the baby breaths caressing our ankles go from white, to red, to light blue, to purple, to pitch black. Now, the main attraction are the numerous stars gleaming at us. Scarlet, I would have never been able to do this before. I'm glad I did. It's beautiful. Scarlet, have you ever done this before, Claire? Claire, once with my own mother. Claire, she read in the daily newspaper that there would be a meteor shower in our village, and took me to this very field to watch them all fly down. Claire, it was beautiful. The thing I remember most is the thousands of stars shooting through the sky and mother and I having made a wish to be together forever.
うわ、家族のこと気にしすぎなんだよ
Recalling this
な。
memory brought tears to my own eyes, and the slight cracking of my voice made it clear just how depressing recalling it may have seemed. But it felt nice, remembering that night. It felt like finding a missing toy from oh so long ago that you lost as a child. It was once the only thing on your mind, and had brought you great joy, and even after having forgotten its existence, you still feel that joy ever so slightly. Maybe now it doesn't bring as much joy as childhood, but it still does leave a gentle smile on your face. Before I met Scarlet, all I could recall from life with my mother was her death, and I had lived chained by the memory of her death ever since. Yet, having Scarlet by my side has made me recall so many wonderful things. Her warmth, her cooking, her voice, her smile, and now, things we did together. I wondered for a bit if death had the opposite effect for Scarlet, and if she was recalling the good things about her mother through her
まあ
absence.
ね、死ぬとその人のいい思い出だけが残るもん
Claire,
ね。
say, if you don't mind, what was your mother like before she went crazy? Scarlet, she was kind, Scarlet, and caring too.
まあ、昔はね。
Scarlet, she spoiled me rotten as a child, and my father often joked that I'd end up growing into a cheeky little girl because of how often I played pranks on him and kids at school, and how often mother spoiled me without a punishment.
おー、
Scarlet, she bought me lots of toys, and gave me my love for flowers. Scarlet, her voice was like an angel, and her platinum blonde hair made her look dazzling in the sunlight, and even more so in the moonlight. Scarlet, it was like it could change colors, her hair. In the sun it was this radiant yellow, but under moonlight it was this pale blue. Scarlet, we used to sing songs together. Scarlet, we liked sneaking up on Dad and surprising him before he died. We were a really happy family. Claire, how'd your dad die? Scarlet, an illness. We watched him rot away slowly, mother and I.
父親病気で死んだんだ。
Scarlet, when he caught that illness, mother caught an illness of the brain.
あ、母親もなんか脳の病気だったん
Scarlet,
だ。
if I saw that meteor shower back then, I wonder if I would have wished for Dad to live. I wonder if it would have come true. Claire, maybe. Scarlet, do you think things would have been different if Dad had lived? Claire, I can see that. Scarlet, do you think your life would have been different if your mother lived? Claire, definitely. Scarlet, I see. Scarlet, Scarlet, want to do this again tomorrow? Claire, I'd love to. Scarlet Haze afraid of true love yet always yearning for its embrace, its savior, its divine radiance. Claire Clawthorne terrified of hatred, always hiding from others to avoid it yet always being naturally drawn in by others, and always yearning to be with others. A depressing pair found a strange solace in each other. A flower blooms inside the cracks of their hearts. It's a little bush of tiny blue flowers, forget-me-nots. So as to not forget what had happened, so as to not forget past loves, so as to not forget each other, so as not to forget each golden sunrise and sunset, so as to not forget each leaf subsided by winter and reborn by spring, so as to not forget that flowers bloom and wither, so as not to forget the beauty of each petal before they do, so as to not forget those transient moments of life, so as not to forget that pleasant gold that never stays. The two live life, day by day, laughing and crying alongside one another. What a beautiful fate for them both. Wouldn't you agree, my friend? Image 000 not found. Misty Scarlet Daze.